Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're focusing on War of Rights and not that Super Bowl that's going on. Anyways, we have a War Brothers campaign event for you because the Super Bowl is going on. We are doing a skirmish fun night tonight. Our first round is going to be Grist Mill, followed up by the second map, which is going to be the Harper's Ferry Graveyard. Before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Our regiments on tonight, on the CSA side, you have Archers Brigade, 7th Louisiana, the Kentucky Orphans, 20th Georgia, 14th Tennessee, New York Volunteers, and the 3rd United States Horse Artillery, whereas on the Union side, you have 5th Corps and Midwest Brigade. So, going to the server pop today, around 150, inbalance is 3 towards the CSA side. No artillery on this map, and they are going live at 42 instead of 45, which is why we are now live at 42. So, this will be a fun little night playing on some smaller maps as well. So it'll be nice to see what these are like, kind of back at older pop numbers, because 150 used to be the server cap. But so we have a little bit of lag here, but hopefully it's nothing too terrible. It's interesting. So frontline reporters tonight for you. On the Union side here, we have Pancake from the 65th Illinois, and then on the other side here, you have Twista here from the 7th Louisiana. So, Grist Mill is generally, it's a small map, generally simple strategy. You have point of contention kind of in the center here. Union either needs to break through on this left side, or break through on the far CSA left and then go around this side. Now, Union could try to go center, but generally Union doesn't go there because CSA is there since that is on the point. CSA simply have to keep Union on their side of the river. Whenever Union crosses, you got to charge them out and beat them there. So, normally on these smaller pop servers and 150 people, it's not a lot. But normally, on these smaller pop servers, every death is going to mean that much more because the tickets scale based on the server pop. So the higher the server pop, there's more people dying. And on a smaller server, there's less people there, so there's less people dying. And the devs wanted to make sure that a round with 300 people took the same amount of time as 150 people. So because of that, since there's more people dying on the higher pop servers, each death will result in less tickets. Meanwhile, on the smaller pop server, each death will result in more tickets lost for your team. Because you wouldn't want to have, let's say, tickets scaled based on a 300-man server where a lot of people die, and then you go play a small server where barely anyone's dying and nobody loses tickets. So I think it's a smart way to go about it, but obviously that can make it very, very difficult to balance because what you'll see a lot of the times is maps like this one, for example, on 150 pop can favor Union significantly, but on a 300 player server, this map is very difficult for Union because there's more defenders guarding a tighter area, and it's just a lot more shots going towards the attackers. So, with that all being said, the ticket balance for Grist Mill, 18% ticket advantage for the Union side. And then if we look at the weapons for this map, the Union has the 4th Pennsylvania, which has Sharps carbines and pistols. Meanwhile, they also have the 10th US with the Springfield 61s. Meanwhile, on the CSA side, you got the Holcomb Legion with the Sharps carbine and the Enfield. And then you have the 1st Georgia with the Springfield 42 with Pumpkin Ball and the Enfield. So Union already trying to go across. And you can see, even with the barely any charging, Union is dropping significantly with tickets here. They brought their flag up forward. It's going down.
Dang, these guys don't know
So CSA is starting to countercharge this a little bit. NYV is going in on 5th Corps.
Move the flag, move the flag, move the flag. I'm trying.
So Union's able to at least hold on this side so far. CSA still outnumbering. CSA needs to push these guys out as quickly as possible.
Save yourselves.
I'm sorry I have to do this. I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I'm sorry.
And they will be able to do that successfully. So, gold hold there from CSA. And that's what you kind of expect on this map, although I'm a little surprised it's happening on a smaller pop like this. So, because we have a little downside here, I'm going to restart my game quickly, as the little jitters are a little annoying, but they'll be reforming while we reset. I'll be back in a second. Alright, and we're back. Hopefully it is a little better. A couple of minutes have passed by here. However, nothing has really changed except for Union almost hitting into engaged. But at least for now, both sides are kind of just sitting apart and shooting, which you would kind of expect Union to do. I mean, they did that first charge. It didn't work out so well, so instead what they're doing is they are... I guess it's still a little issue, but... You got 5th Corps going across the center here. And I don't know if they're trying to cap point right now. It's a little difficult to tell. But you got Union crossing across this side. Maybe the center tiny push is more of a distraction, if anything.
Hold here, get bound. Kill this man. Oh, yeah. Yes.
All right, quick, quick. Run back down. Get back in the zone.
Get back down.
So Union first to go into engage. CSA, at least a couple of TKO guys are trying to collapse down here and get rid of this. So CSA do go down to engage with the Union charge, but the thing is that the CSA side didn't lose a lot as well. Union's going to form over here on the right side.
Whatever target you see fit, boys. Pick your targets
And
down by the
Union
river
looking to
bank.
continue that kind of fire from their side of the river.
They said they were friendlies on that site. Can we see on Alex or Josie? I don't know.
Let's see, Union, the ticket gap has closed at least ahead.
Cav, take the log. Cav, take the log.
Company C over here to the west-northwest.
Oh, these are nice rocks.
Ooh, this is a good rock. I can
You're the
live with this rock.
independent. Keep up the fire. Try to spread these shots out.
Which second match you
Spread your shots out, boys. You know what? I think I'm gonna go up to that tree and see if I can peek.
I believe
So the shootout will commence now. It's almost been about 15 minutes here. And Union pace on CSA is okay so far. It's not that. It's okay. Alright. Union looking. Are they going to go across again? They're gathering up a lot on this right side.
With Patrick and it was
The attack of the day.
Hey, I saw that. I'm telling you, y'all need to see this clip. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up.
And so the shootout will commence. Union tickets are still dropping a little bit. CSA not really dropping so much. You see that often, though. When a team hits a new morale stage, it's like their bar doesn't drop at all. So
Zach, if they shoot
I'm
low,
still
they
noticing
shoot
a
high.
little jitters here. I'm going to restart one more time and verify my game files and see if that fixes it. If not, oh well. At least we'll get the general picture of the battle. Well, Union is charging across right now, so I'm loaded in the server, but at least we can watch from Pancake's POV of the charge. It's unfortunate timing, if anything. That's surprising how long they're going out of bounds to try to get in the charge.
I love these more family
There we go.
To the right, northeast. Rebels right, northeast.
There we go. Let's get back in here. Come on. There we go. So, back into it. Union crossed the riverside. Looks like they charged up the hill a little bit. They were able to get a couple of kills there and at least get a foothold on this side.
Oh, you're gonna see a whole lineup on foot. So hold on, suicide
Keep it
safe.
up, gentlemen. Keep it up. Get back in the line. Fill those gaps, gentlemen. Don't be in the back. Support your brothers. Fill those gaps.
And the important thing for Union is that they get a foothold over here. They can't let CSA push them out of this side. You got a couple CSA guys going in for a flank.
Middle and the left line, middle and the left line. Third might not be.
Meanwhile, a couple of the 8th Connecticut guys are going up charging TKL.
Secure the flag, gentlemen. Secure the flag.
No, you should probably say melee mode.
Get out of here! Hold the side! Hold there! Fire down the hill, sir! Fire down that hill!
Keep firing down the hill.
Keep firing.
So, a good foothold from Union. Tickets are not getting any closer by any means. Union's about to drop into taking losses. And Union's starting to push out a little more, maybe trying to spread out here.
I'm here to save my Yankee brothers.
Come on, Tricky.
Oh my God, this is a wall.
Union lines have kind of been thinned out here. They didn't bring all the flags across, though, because they don't want to get them wiped. But obviously that means guys are going to have to cross the river here. Interesting. Union's trying to go completely around and maybe go through and cap point. It's an interesting decision. I'm sorry about the little jitters and lag. Don't know what's up with that. I mean, you get Union maybe wanting to get out of a foothold here, but I don't know. I don't know what Union's trying to do. Maybe they're trying to get hold of this side because they don't like that right side as much, but NYG is going right into them.
Protect Irish. Help him. Let's go. I got you covered, Irish.
A couple more Union guys are going into that.
There we go, the flag getting there.
Friendly.
Touch them with their pokey sticks.
And it looks like CSA will hold that. And get a Union flag in the process.
Billy, I got claw armor, so let me pick it up.
No, shush. Good lord. Here, let me get that, brother. I'm taking it! I'm taking it! And you're not gonna kill me! Move!
You ain't taking shit, Billy. Shut up, kid.
Hey, fuck you, Red.
Plot armor! I literally got plot armor.
Keep moving.
So they get that flag back up. The 6 New York guys might not let him get across, but at least that flag is in a adequate spot where maybe Union could get it. I don't know why he's quick timing back. You can for sure sprint through that.
Fucking no.
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you, bitch!
Hold this, one's to the left.
Get the flag.
One's left.
And it looks like they aren't able to get that flag in the end. That flag should have gotten out. There was no reason why that flag should.
I'm going to surrender my life. Don't
Drake is
kill
good.
me, Confederates. I'm
Well, he tried.
Don't talk to me.
Surrender my life.
Where you going?
How's everything looking over here?
so far so good. They're spread all over the place, man.
Careful with the south, boys. The guys shooting from
I
the
don't
south.
really see like a lot of guys all over.
Okay.
The trees are
Copy that.
speaking Yankee.
So, meanwhile, Union's back to their shooting ways. not much more they can do.
Company C, get ready.
Company C, yep.
Prepare to push across.
Get ready.
Good luck, company C.
Company C, load and hold.
Yep. Load and hold, Company C, get ready.
Alright, gentlemen. Shifting left, gentlemen. We get that over quick. Let's go. Shifting left.
Shift left, boy.
On devil.
I was supposed to be in account.
But CSA is going to hit in the taking losses, even though Union's down by half a stage. They're not in a terrible spot.
I'm gonna send a company to try and bait them out, make them think we're camping, and I'm just gonna light up, hopefully, when they push out, okay?
I love you.
If anything, we can try left side.
Alright.
What's the success rate of that?
We'll
Irish
find out.
permission is.
Company C,
Irish
you
permission
gotta
is.
push!
Company C.
So, I mean, you got some Union guys over there that are just kind of around where Union flag was. It looks like they got it out. The Connecticut Cav guys are just more harassing, if anything, but Union's going right up the middle. Now, the question is, are they intending to camp or distract?
Come on, boys.
Pin fire, boys.
We're all of First Maryland. It's the whole damn regiment.
Yeah, First
Come
Maryland,
on,
chart,
V-Corps.
we're holding the point. We're holding
Come
V-Corps.
on, V-Corps.
Keep fighting, V-Corps.
You got some targets
Hold there,
north, targets
V-Corps.
north.
Come on, V-Corps. Hold, V-Corps.
V-Corps, keep fighting.
Easy shots, north,
Keep
northwest.
holding,
So they do
V-Corps.
push forward those First
Look at
Maryland
them all,
guys.
get
They
over
are,
there.
I mean, they are capping the point. Is CSA going to let them cap? I mean, this cap would not be a bad idea for Union to give them more time to do what they want. If Union wants to... Yeah, no, CSA, there's no reason for CSA to let them cap. I mean, if Union did cap the point, that'd be pretty good for Union. Because if they cap the point, it'd stop the black time or give Union more time to hit CSA down, but Union needs to start coming back on tickets at least a little bit.
Stay on point. Back on point. Back on point, Maryland.
Shoot him down first! Shoot him down!
So Union on their TKO, charging out, trying to push them off.
Boy, you ain't ready for TKO.
Come in, you
What's up with it?
I can't fucking stab. I'm
Only
in the water.
TKO went. A lot of CSA still kind of sitting back and shooting, and
I got you. Oh, there's a son of a bitch behind the tree. Behind that tree.
coming in, they're coming in!
Fuck, I gotta reload.
Geronimo.
looks like CSA will at least be able to hold the point.
Yankee flag in the river behind us.
Don't let these bastards cross.
So long as they count, we can last
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna.
Left side. Hey, Sharps, about face and shoot these guys.
Linda, take that shot. Oh.
Good shooting. Good shooting.
So Union down to breaking. CSA still in the middle taking losses. And CSA is able to prevent Union from taking the point, which is very, very good for them. So Union back to kind of this shootout as they reform here.
Where am I? Oh, what's up, Wanderer?
I'm gonna get here.
So at least for now, CSA is kind of circling around the backside, trying to reform. Union, you got a good chunk of them coming out of main spawn, because that's really the best place to go. I mean, this main spawn is so close to where everyone's fighting. There's no huge need to spawn on flags if you're just going to hold on to your side and kind of sit and shoot this out.
Dude, we're getting like detour family vacation.
Did Wonder just die?
Yeah, yeah.
So all I see is when I run through the water, I see a whole wall of CSA to my left. That's all I fucking saw, and I'm instant death.
Hey, they're all right of Northwest.
And CSA is kind of doing this pacer test. They're going back and forth across the width of the map.
Shifting.
I'm shifting! I'm shifting!
Yo, guys, stand up and fucking shoot.
Check.
So I wonder how long Union. I mean,
Southwest.
Union's got to charge at some point. The issue being, though, is that if they charge, they're getting consistently wiped.
Down line, 7 below.
New York, southeast.
So I mean, it's a hard decision for them what option they want to do.
File side, Jordan.
Loading cover, boys. Play your line.
I'm not really paying attention.
I mean, at least the nice part with Union kind of being aggressive, they have 17 minutes left. Union's strategy could be just to try to shoot the CSA down to breaking, and then just bonsai that point and hope it works.
Play your lines, use cover as best you can, boy.
I mean, based on Union kind of charging in the center throughout a good chunk of this match, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they did.
More rebels shifting east, southeast.
Yes.
I think we're closing the morale gap right now. I can't quite tell, but maybe we should wait to charge. Be careful, Righteous. I think we're in the midst of a civil war.
And so I wonder how CSA is going to play this as. I mean, they're most likely CSA is just going to keep sitting back where they're at. Nice part, at least from a defender perspective on this map, that it's not that big, so you can kind of go wherever you want. And you'll be able to quickly respond, assuming you see or your allies notify you of a charge from Union or movement from Union. You should be able to respond to this map fast.
We're right behind you, dude.
I mean, it's like with Eastwood Skirmish, for example. If CSA can bounce back and forth between the edges of the map pretty quickly if they want to, at least width-wise.
Yeah, what the?
You shoot anybody who looks different to us.
Anyway, CSA is about to drop into breaking. We'll see if it's enough in terms of... I don't know. We'll see what Union does. They could shoot this out a little longer if they want to, but yeah, I feel like at this point they're going to hit final push way before CSA hits last stand, so they could shoot it down until they hit final push, and then what, CSA will be like a third of the way through breaking, which you could maybe as Union knock them down the last stand with like 2 minutes left, but that'd be very difficult to do. So it almost seems like the only option for Union at this point is try to cap once CSA is breaking.
Stay alive. Why are we all dying, guys? You guys do not have permission to die. Stop
I mean, you have a lot of these Union guys too are crouching within cover, and that might make sense. Like, oh, they're crouching, right? You want to get cover, but when a guy is crouching and he dies, he's probably skirmishing compared to in formation if he were standing up, which means he would lose 3 times the amount of tickets upon death, and that is most certainly not helping the Union cause. I mean, if we look over at CSA side, are they skirmishing or are they standing up? Looks like a good amount of crouching as well. So I guess it goes both ways. So maybe that's not of a bad thing. Not as bad of a thing. at least from the Union side. So CSA, it's breaking, and Union gonna go, or are they gonna keep trying to shoot this out?
Billy's down.
Keep up independent fight!
CSA moves closer to the point, though, to make sure Union can't cap it from a distance. You got some CSA movement as well, maybe just trying to spread out, but still stay close to the point. Looks like Union is going to continue in this shootout.
Alright, I'm kind of scared to get up now. I don't want to get up.
Any more Coney?
This isn't a goddamn Clint Eastwood movie.
Looks like this town ain't enough for it.
And it'll be about a minute or so before Union hits final push. I mean, I think Union's just trying to get as many CSA tickets lost for them as possible before they charge in. Because they know once they charge in, they're going to hit final push. And so they're trying to give themselves maybe a little better of a chance by making it a little closer.
I guarantee you, he's saying for the second, after the second half, that's where we are. That's where we always been. We'll see. You know, they get one more, we don't.
But regardless, this looks very good for CSA. That final push drive timer is like 2 minutes for the Union side.
Yes, we are. Alright, let me get back over there to the right.
And I don't know if you can hit your opponent down a whole morale stage and completely wipe them all again in a matter of 2-3 minutes. Which, any second now, Union's going to drop to that.
I'm trying, but for some reason the flag takes 2 a.m.
And another question is how organized is Union going to be collapsing the point? They're a little spread out, but they're still kind of close, so all depends on
What do
timing.
you want me to do when we hit final push? Did he
There's
just
ants.
die? I think he did. Oh, we're all charging? Alrighty. Bandits on first village. Hold your loads. Load and hold. Load and hold. Load and hold.
Remember, you can aim and shoot in melee mode.
My name is Jonathan Garfunkelbeans.
So Union getting ready, starting to hold their shots. They want to make sure they have them upon the game, upon engagement. There they go. So they got 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And Union's gonna go, and they have infinite tickets, but a limited time. So they can cap from this little riverside, but a lot of Union are going off to the side as well, maybe trying to hit CSA, who are now moving in. CSA has a lot of tickets to burn, so CSA can hold this aggressively if they want to. Union at least winning the charge on that front. Third Usher getting wiped. Meanwhile, on the other side, CSA is collapsing in. Getting a nice little flank here. Oh my goodness, that Union side is just not even realizing they're there and they're getting wiped. Points going back in CSA's favor. I mean, you do have a Union group here, but a lot more CSA there, and so they're going to break through that. CSA should probably hold this. Points still going in their favor. I mean, at least Union's keeping up the flags, which is allowing them to keep getting respawns on this, which is what they need. CSA lost about a third of a stage there. CSA kind of, I mean, these rambles for CSA, they should not be going in. Union have infinite tickets. Killing them doesn't matter as much. If CSA wants to wipe them, they all need to charge through. They can't have these Rambos going out and dying and losing them out of line tickets, which again is 5 times the amount of tickets lost compared to when you're standing up in a line while in formation.
Take the flags down, boys. Kill them
So
all.
CSA gets one of these Union flags. I reckon a Union main spawn wave is approaching. It's getting here, but getting here slowly. But it looks, it's looking like CSA is going to hold this out.
They're coming southwest, boys.
Canada.
Yeah, flag is mine, bitch.
Oh, Canada.
CSA reinforcing that line. Some of these Union guys are just sitting back here. I don't know if they were spawning back with their flag, but I'm surprised they weren't going in. TKO's crossing the riverside. 10 seconds left. CSA might hit last stand here. And it looks like that'll be the round. So, really well played there from CSA. I'm saying Union fall back, but really well played from CSA. They wiped Union every time Union tried to cross the river, and they did it pretty quick, so Union was never able to get a foothold. And when Union did get a foothold once by charging up the right side, they were eventually able to shoot them down, and you should expect that when CSA, for example, is buck and ball with the Springfield 42. So, well done on their part. Other than that, I mean, there's only so much you can do as Union on this map. I mean, it's a tiny map. You just got to charge across, get a foothold, and hope you're able to deal enough damage. And it can be hard to do with the weapons that CSA has. But really, that's just props to CSA, because over the years, CSA has definitely improved their defense of this map. I always remembered when I first started playing that Union would win this map pretty easily. It was open and shut. So, well done, CSA. I'll try to fix one or two more things with my Wi-Fi, so no more jittering, but we'll see you for round 2. Alright, here we are with the start of our second round, Harper's Ferry Graveyard. So, Union defense of this is pretty similar to last time. You got a graveyard, you got to hold that line. Meanwhile, a couple Union guys are playing the interesting strategy of going across here. Some 8th Connecticut guys. And they're just getting some flanking shots and running back. The CSA normally either pushes this side here, the CSA right, or goes down CSA left. Now, normally CSA prefers to go down this side because it's much more of an open side than the CSA left.
You can go back up to the line. Alright, hold your lows, boys.
Kick.
Alright, boys. On me, boys.
Going back on Ronald,
And that's all Union needs to kind of do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Just react to what CSA is doing as you do with most defenders. So if we look at the ticket imbalance of this map, what is it? Harper's Graveyard. CSA has an 8% ticket advantage compared to the Union here. And then if we go to the weapons of this map, the Union has the 9th Vermont with the Enfield, and then the 3rd Maryland has the Springfield 42, which is buck and ball, and the option of the 55, which if we look at this, we can see that the Union here has completely put everyone on their team on the buck and ball regiment so that they can get them for every single person, which is a really smart strategy. And it's going to make it much more difficult for CSA to break through. Meanwhile, on the CSA side, they have the 22nd Virginia with the Enfield and the Lorenz. And then they have the 2nd South Carolina with the Enfield and the Springfield. So they have pretty basic guns, at least compared to the Union. Speaking of artillery here, about to look at numbers. It's 170 now, in balance of 7 towards the CSA side. Artillery-wise, Confederates have 9, Union have 5. So that in balance goes to about 3 right now towards CSA. Union actually getting a little aggressive here. First Maryland's going this way on TKO and 20th Georgia. Now you might be thinking, why is Union doing this while they're winning? But they have buck and ball, and CSA doesn't, so they're going to do very good at that. I mean, the only way for CSA to really do well with all of this is to, I mean, overwhelm Union or just retreat when Union pulls forward. Because you can see CSA is already down on tickets.
Keep fighting.
CSA trickling some more guys in, hell.
Legend, pull it back. Legend, go, go, go.
They're running, boys.
And so Union falls back.
Stay by
And
our flag.
afterwards, we go back to chopping our tree down when there's nothing to do.
Did we lose the rock secure?
Yeah.
I got
So CSA, at least some more pushing up that side. You can see Union's taken the south side of this stone wall, kind of shooting across, and CSA have really abandoned that back side of their stone wall that they normally hold at. See these Union guys, some of them are going over to try to get some nice shots. At least try to, but
On our left, we've got a couple guys trying to do something. What you doing, bud? What you doing? What you doing?
Howdy, NYV.
Hey.
Sorry, guys. We're gonna have to get past this on I just spawned.
You said there's people hitting the left. Like, did they say?
Keep it up.
I saw them crossing the road to northwest.
so for now CSA just probing and taking their shots. Tickets are even despite everything, so maybe CSA will just continually try to have this be a shootout. It looks like some CSA are chasing the Union guys on this side.
I'm gonna stick you too.
My God, we tore him up.
Running away like a bunch of rats.
There's a fuckload of on the corner, GK, come on.
Well, I know there's a lot of that corner, but there was only like 7 people standing on this corner. Here, let's go ahead and reform down the hill. Northeast, down here.
Southeast.
Right here, reform right here.
So CSA at least trying to maybe get a couple Rambo kills over here.
I'm not worried about this. I thought that was a rule.
Check.
So CSA not looking to charge here, and you don't. Well, are they going to move forward?
This rock reminds me of the sniper's rocket Gettysburg, that old picture.
I've seen.
I'm coming to you, baby.
Good up, boys.
They're moving left, up towards the
And
road.
so Union kind of back off here a little bit. Union sending a couple more guys over here to kind of harass CSA, and CSA's only sending a few guys over here. And I mean, any little engagement that you have here is going to favor Union. It's like CSA needs a lot more guys to charge in here if they want to do well against Union. Or just don't even engage that with the smaller force at all, because these 8th Connecticut guys just completely shredded those TKO guys and didn't take any casualties themselves. Got some more Union even heading down that way. Oh, I guess it was the same group. I didn't realize they pulled off. They must have ran back, got their reloads, and then pushed out forward.
Yeah, I don't think Dr. said once. He's standing.
My mic work good in this game. But
We can hear you.
I can hear the fuck out of you. Yeah, I don't know why in other games the in-game mic doesn't work at all. Well, hell let loose.
I'll let loose.
CSA, though, pushing up a little bit on this right side. Trying to put a little more pressure on Union. Again, this is...
Falling back a little bit.
I don't know, this is what you got to do with CSA, but it's a little worrisome if Union at least gets a little aggressive and tries to throw them off. CSA is going to have to do a heck of a job to hold that, or else they're going to get wiped and lose more tickets. They also got to protect their flags as well. But a way that it can work for CSA is if only a few Union go and try to defend that, which is what you got from 1st Maryland there. And you got some Union back in the center just kind of engaging in the shootout.
Yeah, we should cycle. I can run C up first if we want.
Dogs, check when ready. Dogs and
Company
cabs.
C, check when ready. Company C, check when ready. Okay, Company C, run it up on me, run it up on me. Left or right of me. Take aim, take aim, take aim. Step, line him up.
Alright, dogs, up on the line, boys, up on the line. Taking aim, gentlemen, taking aim low, steady.
I'm glad we didn't have
Fire.
the loads.
Good job, boys, back into the line, get your loads, check when ready.
I love it.
Alright, C company on Slimmer, C company on Slimmer.
Alright, Company C, let's go.
So at least for now, CSA's got a little foothold, which is good. Union's slightly ahead on tickets. CSA trying to put a little more pressure. I mean, Union's got to send at least a few more guys over here. I mean, they have a... You know, I guess they have some artillery guys here, but... I don't know. This Union group over here, I don't know if that's a waste of... I don't know how well they're doing. We've seen them do some good moments, but if Union gets overhauled on this left side and CSA is able to sweep through, that would not be good for Union. But obviously, Union's got buck and ball, and if CSA starts sweeping through, the whole Union team would slash down. Oh my goodness, that fence.
That got a few there.
So CSA first to drop to engage. Almost a third of the way through the black timer right now. I mean, seriously, Union is putting a lot of guys on their right side when that's the side that's not threatened. That's the only concern. And CSA's not charging because last time they charged it didn't go so well for them. CSA actually backed off a little bit on this side. Union hit engage. The 6 New York's kind of taking the whole fire from 1st Maryland.
Remember, boys, don't peek your whole body. All you need to do is get your rifle out there. That's it.
There are on the rocks directly below us right now.
I got their flag, I got their flag.
I got
a flag directly north.
I got a flag, I got a flag.
So it almost makes you wonder if CSA has enough. I mean, the CSA's done a good job of keeping the ticket pace about even, but
Great work, team.
Yeah, don't go past the flag. You guys suck.
But Union's not trying to charge them out. CSA look reform moving up on this side.
That left right. That halt. Halt, let him up.
Right in front of us, right in front of us.
Oh, there they go, Union. And that CSA group, they're still up here. They're not turning the charge down. Their flag left them. Which means they don't feel too confident in winning. Or they just want to protect their flag, which is probably better to be safe than sorry. You don't want a CSA flag dying back here, but looks like that Union charge will win. They're going to get their flag back up, and once CSA flag is down, ticket's still slightly in Union's favor.
Every time the poor dude comes out with a pole, 30 rounds come his way.
Blow the hold.
Check.
Check. Hold.
Here, Canada.
Maintain.
Sorry, Canada.
I think Twista's trying to go up and maybe see what's going on, but... Oh, geez, Union's trying to do a flank from behind the wall here. Hello, this is something you'd never see.
You guys are never gonna believe this, bro.
You're right, we would never believe it. So they just run up, get some shots. They don't necessarily charge in, but they get a CSA flag down. Meanwhile, a couple more. I don't get why CSA is only sending TKO at these guys. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to win on their own.
Did I? Looks like you're dead. That's funny.
Me and my hobby horse. Let's go.
Ah, here comes some more. NYV's pushing up this way now.
No, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead.
Are they going to charge through? Are they going to hold?
Recall.
Looks like they're not going to. Yeah, so that's a little more of a appropriate response if you want to do that. Meanwhile, on the other side, Union looking to push forward. CSA's using that stone wall, and Union's like, well, we can use the same thing. So,
Keep up the shooting.
rip that guy who was trying to, with the butt of his
Basically surrounded. It's
rifle, kill someone.
We gotta get high time for reinforcements. So keep shooting, keep low, keep flat. Say what you're doing.
Oh yeah, get away from my lieutenant.
Hey, B, we're gonna fall back to the corner of this.
And so, CSA at least reforming a little bit. Union, not so much. Yeah. Doing a little volley there. That's probably not going to hit much.
Back to the flag, boys.
Looks like the lag is back.
Get
Praise
your
B.
loads. Check when ready.
Praise B.
There's skirmishers down at the bottom trying to recover the flag, Devil.
Alright, gentlemen, once you have your loads on this line, shooting down the hill.
Excuse me. What's up?
And so for now, CSA reform, and it really makes you wonder what can CSA do, because normally I feel like I talk about CSA had the advantage with Buckenball, but Union's got it this time on this map, and it's like, what can you do if you're CSA?
Trying to get the flag back. Don't let them.
Oh yeah, look at that. They're using the deflate.
Alright, NYV, see the star.
Still on the wall. Independent fire, straight west. Oh, yep. Crouch to reload.
So CSA still kind of returning to their original sit back from a distance and shoot.
Keep it up, boys.
Well, NYV's inching forward. You got Union up on the top side shooting down again.
Back to home base, boys. Back to home base. Maybe alternating volleys to draw their fire onto one of the companies.
And so CSA is kind of peeking. You mean Union's kind of backed off at least from that right side. But here comes NYV again.
Flag, stay with the 20th for now. Right, stay with us now. We're probably gonna get the peeking. Oh, now's the time. Shoot, boys. Shoot her! Shoot the gun, Mason.
And Union's going to charge down at them again.
Strike it for the boys! Strike it for the boys!
Get fucked.
Oh,
absolutely. Oh, come here. Where you going, huh? Where you going?
And Union just sweep through that, no problem. This is...
Hey,
It's so weird. I don't know if... like, what caused these huge changes, but it feels like at least on these smaller maps from
Union victory.
a year ago,
Absolutely.
like, not even a year ago, but like a few years ago when I was playing, like, this map CSA would just roll through Union. Same with Progress Mill. Union would roll through CSA.
That line right on Ken, let's go. Near the pin fire.
rock? Are we going back to that rock? Okay.
And so NYV didn't even bring their flag up. They don't want to lose that again. The Union's slightly ahead on tickets. I mean, the good thing, at least with what CSA's been doing, like, they haven't been able to gain a lot of ground, but they're at least keeping tickets overall fairly even.
In a thing I'm doing on Roblox too. All my guys are sick there too.
But, I mean, it's a question of time at this point.
Have you guys played Blood and Iron?
I mean, what? We've seen, for the sake of rounding, a morale and a half stage so far in 22 minutes. Oh, geez, we're really dead halfway through the game. Yeah, and it's like attackers here, they don't have enough time. So Union went up and volleyed. NYV has an idea of, you know, once they come up and volley, maybe we're going to try to charge them because their advantage is the buck and ball. And if they don't have their shots, that advantage is gone. But they only charge up with a few guys, and by charge I mean run up, take a shot, and then fall back. And in about a minute or so, we're going to see CSA hit taking losses.
Like slobbering the melee then.
I am, dude. I wanna.
Let me have them Rams.
It's like a rabbit dog.
They had their pound of flesh.
Oh yeah, look at it.
Alright. Alright, Company C, do a run-up volley.
First I've seen that.
Alright, Company C, let's go. Run it up right here, run it up right here.
You can hang out with me, I promise.
It's still 20th.
So NYV's back over here again. I feel bad for the CSA that are over here. I mean, they're doing 7th LA, Archers Brigade, and TKO. I mean, they're just kind of sitting and shooting across with the Union on this side as well. And the thing is that these shootouts across the stone walls are not doing a whole lot in terms of ticket loss for your opponent. I mean, what are we at? 25 minutes and 2 stages down. So,
Because Irish loves the Union more than
I mean, CSA, in theory, should get Union down to breaking by, like, what, 8 or so minutes left? So, I guess CSA's pace is okay. It's just, we might see a similar end to last round if that's possible. It's kind of impressive that CSA has kept the tickets even. But
They just hit a party right where we were.
Make sure you look back.
Glad we moved.
Look up there, look back here.
so 20 minutes left.
Company C, check the ready.
Both sides about to taking losses.
Company C, run it up. Company
That's actually crazy though.
right here.
I really wonder, because really the only changes over the past couple of years have been the flag change going from 10 seconds to 5-second respawns. Which honestly, that's a huge change in and of itself. Because anyone can defend a position that they originally could not defend. Because if you can have your guys spawn back in more frequently, that means you won't run out of men that quickly, and so you can probably hold positions a lot better. I mean, every position's going to get a lot stronger trying to hold it, even positions that are really terrible. You'll rarely see teams these days just be able to shoot their opponent out of a position. And the only time you'll see that happening is on like Hooker's Push, for example, where Union has 3 flags, Confederate has 4s, and so they're able to out-respawn Union if Union pushes up and gets close and have kind of a shorter shootout. But if both sides have even flags in a shootout, it's really hard to break someone out of position unless you charge them. I really wonder if that's the biggest thing, because the problem for CSA is that they're trying to break through on this side, but I mean, if CSA does a volley and gets like 3 or 4, they're back in within 20 seconds. So it makes buck and ball even more important than before, in a sense, because when you're charging people these days, charges can last a lot longer because, again, the flags are spawning people back in quicker. And so you've seen 1st Maryland do this a couple times. They'll just go down the hill, and within the first volley, they wipe NYV. And NYV doesn't even get a chance to respawn. Granted, it's not like they're bringing their flag up, except for right now and a couple times early this round. But, I mean, even if they do bring that flag up, that flag bearer is probably getting shot and dying. So,
Go back up, absolutely.
So the more they push up on us, the more we can shoot them. The more
Yep, do the
shoot
job.
them as they move up.
Okay.
and here they go again.
They're moving.
CSA's got to get back, or they got to retreat. Yeah, look at that. First couple shots, half the line is down. Rest of the line is charging in. They don't have bayonets on. I think there's a rule about you got to, like, know you're going to be engaged and immediately be close to your opponent, which they are, to get them to have your bayonets on, but I don't know exactly. And here's the thing, CSA is so close to Union that they don't have a whole lot of time to respond to that Union action, but NYV just got swept through. They protected their flag, but it's like right now, for example, you can see Union's falling back here. You almost wonder if the 20th Georgia guys and a couple of 14th Tennessee guys should just countercharge that because they don't have their loads. Like, seriously, have NYV go up to bait,
For what?
have Union shoot their shots, and then they should countercharge instantly. That's really your best bet at trying to wipe Union here. Because, I mean, really, how else are you going to do it? If you charge completely, they're going to shoot bucket ball into your whole side. Granted, even if they do get a little advantage, I mean, Union could collapse from this side, but Union, for the most part, just hiding back here, trying to avoid the ticket loss. I mean, it's been 4 minutes, and I mean, CSA's actually gone up in tickets. Hold up. They're up on tickets compared to Union, which was a little surprising, but it's been 4 minutes, and both sides have barely lost any tickets. So, Union pushing up again, getting a volley off. Seeing, like, right now, CSA should countercharge. But they understandably are seeing back there, maybe a little worried about that bucking ball. I guess all of them, not all of them shot, but artillery gets one kill there.
I love bucket ball. I fucking, oh my god, bucket ball is my favorite.
It appears we ate the cannon shot, sure.
Check when ready, boys.
But CSA is actually starting to get a ticket lead here, which is good. But again, it's a question of do they have enough time. Actually, Union bar just dropped a little bit, so
Someone run forward like 10 yards and pull back.
actually, CSA might be getting the upper hand, and I don't exactly know how.
We need to think it's the whole line.
There's a line down
Dogs,
there.
dogs, up on me, boys, dogs, up on me.
CSA pushing up a little more. Union needs to get some help on this left side. I mean, Union is sending a lot of guys to harass CSA over here, and so a larger CSA force, I think, is starting to whittle down on Union over here.
Hey, guys. Here they come, left oblique. Top of the hill.
Left oblique.
North, west,
Top of the hill, boys, top of the hill.
Get off.
Right on the road.
Down the road, down the road.
So, I mean, yeah, Union's almost outnumbered 2-1, which buck and ball helps Union a lot, but it's not going to be able to overcome that. I mean, seriously, someone from Union's gotta go over here and help. Honestly, that's I think partly why Union's starting to go down in tickets, because CSA is just starting to outshoot Union here, or maybe Union on the right is just charging and dying a lot over here, which I mean, I can understand sending maybe a couple guys over here to harass, but I mean, you got TKO and Archer's Brigade focused on you at this point. So, got a couple more Union shifting center.
Canada's down.
Keep shooting, boys, keep shooting.
Actually, those Union guys shifting center, they're more getting on point. The 7th LA is now pushed up, getting near the point to engage Midwest Brigade. Now, Union's not close to breaking, so maybe they're trying to harass cap, pre-cap, do some of those shenanigans, but Midwest Brigade looking to prevent that.
Dogs on the rocks, dogs on the rocks.
Fire! Light him up! Kill that officer! Light him up! Light him up!
That's the thing too, is that CSA is a little further back from Union, so they'll have a little more reaction time. But if Union tries to do that, where they'll try to run up and go over the crest of this hill to aim down at CSA, CSA is already aiming up there. CSA is not really trying to go over the crest themselves, which would be deadly. You got a couple more stragglers moving over here from CSA. Some 8th Connecticut guys are starting to join. I think partly that's happening as well because Union's about to hit breaking. Why? Where did Union tickets drop? Union's actually completely falling off on this side. And CSA is slowly but surely taking over this round.
Yep, they just tried to hit your head up with a shot, Sally.
Just took out fucking Canada.
He's rolling. Yeah, glad you crouched, bro. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Keep shooting.
And 6 New York's going to charge here. First Ohio, rip to them. And Union any second now is about to hit breaking. What the heck?
We just gotta do some
I mean, I guess we'll see in the after action report why Union dropped all of a sudden in tickets, but
On devil.
and there they go. CSA has 11 or so minutes though to hit Union down another stage. They don't necessarily need to charge now. Oh, there's artillery. Hello. Which some CSA is starting to move up the center. Union if Union loses this charge, CSA will break for point most likely.
Let's do it. Free my country. Free my Scotland.
And the charge is kind of close. Union actually looked like they won that, so that's good at least. Meanwhile, 7th LA Archers Brigade and 6 Kentucky guys are trying to push on the point. Union right is trying to collapse on it, and it looks like they should hold this, but here come a couple more CSA. Stone wall blown up from the artillery.
Let's go, keep going. Kill all the
And CSA is winning point. You know, that was not on my bucket list for this round, at least at this point. Union's starting to reform on the backside. Point's starting to teeter, and it's going back in Union's favor.
You got me. You're about to stab me, but I stabbed you.
Strike it for the boys! Strike it for the boys! Strike it for the boys!
And Union's able to hold that. CSA hits breaking. About a fourth of a stage difference right now. Probably a little bigger because the bar moves down slowly at the beginning of a morale stage.
Back to home base. Pull it back, Maryland.
CSA already shooting down.
How'd I live through that? Pull it back, boys.
I almost wonder, because the stone wall is getting destroyed, if that favors Union heavily, and you initially might think that it's not favoring. You would think it wouldn't favor the CSA more. Because Union's defending, Union would want some sort of defensive wall, but if Union's shooting buck and ball, it's most effective when those bullets can kind of spray out and not have anything in their way. And so a stone wall not being there, I think, would almost help Union more, since they can just shoot in front and have no stone wall blocking their shots. Like, both sides are trying to shoot across the stone wall here. I mean, sure, the buck and ball's still going to be better, but more of those pellets will be hitting the walls. I don't know.
He has our flag.
I guess regardless, buck and ball is going to be better, but
Hi. Okay, cool.
I almost just wonder if it's better.
Oh yeah, there he is. Crunchy, crunchy.
I don't know, maybe not. I guess there's an argument for both ways. The more I think about this, the more I'm like, why that was an interesting take to have.
Alright, bud, let's go.
So NYV's pushing up this side again. No one really lost flags. Union also being charged in the center by TKO and 7th LA. And Union looking to hold this. Now, Union's got to get some form of ticket back. They got to lower that ticket gap on the CSA. Here's your chance. That's a beautiful CSA already shot. That's about as great as you can get. Knocked down a lot of Union, killed a couple as well. That's exactly what you want. Is it enough, though, to have CSA overtake? Union charging on the backside now. There's another great CSA already shot. Probably the better couple shots you've seen from CSA, at least on Harvest Ray Graveyard. Points going in Union's favor. So Union hold another charge. Ticket gap still in CSA's favor by about the same amount as before.
We're gonna go in 6:20. 6:20.
So you heard him there, 6:20. So we got about a 40-second rest period, and then we'll get going.
My bad.
Yeah, wait, the entire team's dead, so we gotta reform.
I'm a little side.
So CSA still trying to be quick about it. I mean, unless CSA spawns and goes, even if CSA does that, Union spawns closer to that point, Union's going to be a little more prepared. So it makes a little sense. You have a lot of time with CSA, so you might as well use it to reform and get ready, because Union's going to get there way before you do.
You know what else is massive? The low taper fade.
Make sure you're switching to bucket ball, boys.
So are they going? Looks like they're not ready yet. A couple more guys are still coming out of main spawn.
That would actually be hilarious.
No, that would just be ironic.
Alrighty, everyone ready? Let's go for another push. Let's go.
I'm ready for
Let's go, 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 go.
Let's go.
Everyone's here. Let's get
Yep.
moving.
There goes. Double quick fire.
So here goes CSA again. I wonder if NYV on the right knows that they're going in. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we saw CSA win the initial charge, and then Union reinforcements came and slammed on the side, so maybe NYV's going over there for that. But CSA hopping up and over. Some are on this side. CSA capping point. Here comes Union. Oh my goodness, the front CSA row just completely died. Great CSA already shots as well. Union about to hit last stand. If Union wants to win, they got to push CSA into final push right now. Ticket gap definitely closed on that one. I mean, that charge went a lot quicker too. If I'm Union right now, I push out to CSA to hit him in the final push. Because you don't want CSA to reform, charge into you, and they get a free charge. I mean, I know Union might be worried about last stand, but look at Mike here. He might hit CSA into final push here. If Racer... Oh. Well, he doesn't, but could have. I mean, Union's just playing a time game at this point. They evened out the tickets. If Union charged CSA now, they could get that clock to 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Sure, they might hit last stand, but you'll save a minute and a half off the clock, which I think that's a lot better.
Oh, wait, there's someone shooting. They're trying to kill some Rambo up here.
Alpha. What's happening?
Go,
Wait,
Chief.
Let's go 7th LA. Fine, Twister.
Bold
just
talk
gonna
for
see
somebody
over
who
here.
hasn't
Over here.
scored a goal.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see how long CSA takes to reform before going in. Maybe this whole final push complaint of trying to hit him in the final push so it knocks down the timer might be invalid because CSA is taking so long to reform. I mean, I'm pretty sure that final push timer is like 2.5, 2:45.
Watch out for that. Watch out for that inertia.
30 seconds.
Let's go, push forward. I'll
Let's
stay
go,
alive.
let's go, let's go,
Go, go!
Let's go.
Quick march.
Triple quick.
Charge
bayonet.
Charge bayonets.
Triple. Get in there, boys. Kill them all. Kill them all. Shoot them in the face.
Well, that was pretty quick. There goes the first line of volleys. CSA final push actually drops to 210. Already shooting down, knocking down a couple CSA. Front row of CSA just got collapsed. Anyways, you got the back half of the charge moving in. If Union guy dies now, he don't come back. So Union line holding firm. No one spawned back at main. And if they did, they're already back in. I mean, Union hit last stand right as that charge started. A minute and a half left. CSA flags are up, and so they're going to keep getting these close respawns in. Which, you could argue maybe it's good for Union because these guys are spawning in every 5 seconds. Sure, that's a lot, but if the whole Union team's shooting down at them, they're not going to really be able to reform. Even though flag respawns are fast, you can still, in certain scenarios, outshoot the spawn rate. And this would be one of them. Anyways, Union counter-charging. CSA trying to protect their flags. Here comes 20th Georgia and 14th Tennessee. 1 minute left. Tickets don't matter. Doesn't matter what formation status you die in. If you're Union, you die. You don't come back. If you're CSA, you spawn back at main. Which again, it's not that far, but you don't have a lot of time left. 45 seconds. That shot there killed 2 CSA. 20 Union left. Only a couple. If Union has more bodies on point when the clock hits 0, they will win the game. CSA artillery, if they hit dead Union center, that could have been huge. I think it looked like CSA might take this. CSA already hitting a little short there, almost hitting their own guys. Looks like they got maybe a couple team kills. 10 seconds left. CSA, they get more bodies on point. It looks like they're taking point right now.
This is my point.
And CSA looking like they're going to win. So a good 2-0 from CSA today. You know, really well played from CSA here. I think Union's mistake was putting way too many guys on that right side. Way too many on that right side. And because of that, the CSA was slowly able to whittle away the Union left. It's not like Union had a terrible plan to start, but they just put too many guys on that right. Maybe they thought their harassing was doing really well, which it was doing okay, but Union was struggling on the left ever since Union pulled off at least most of their forces. Anyways, with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, Instagram, and more. Those links are also in the description. Regardless of that, I appreciate you all. Apologies about the little lag spikes, but I hope you're able to enjoy it nonetheless. We will see you in the next one. If you watched the Super Bowl, I hope you enjoyed it. And have a good rest of your night.